Hey guys, I hope you like the intro. Um, it took me a little bit to make that. Um it's there to set a tone. I'm hoping that I can get a lot of my main account on TikTok's following over here and on my SJI TikTok. But um, the purpose behind this channel, the purpose behind my SJI, the all of it, what it is, I'm starting something new. I am starting a independent game studio where right now I'm a solo dev until I can make enough money off of all of this to uh, get some computers, essentially. Um, I have an adult son that is an amazing artist, and I think with a little practice with digital art, he'll be even better. And he's one of my business partners. Um, I also have a very good friend that is, well, essentially my best friend. He's also pretty damn good at art. He does engraving, and to do the engraving, he starts with digital art and then prints it. So I think he would also be a good partner, and I think my son, I can also help him learn how to do the music, like the music that I created in the intro video. Um, I'm getting off track a little bit though. Um, a big part of the point of this studio is I've got multiple reasons to do this. I've wanted to make video games my whole life. I always thought you had to have lots and lots of money because the AAA studios are always talking about their multi-million dollar budgets that they spent on making a game. And I'm starting to find out through research that those budgets are for no damn reason. I also thought you had to go to school for something having to do with this and just do a small part. That's not true. I could have gone to college in my younger days for music theory, and then I could make game music. You heard the intro, right? I don't know about y'all, but I like that little piece that I made. It's a I don't 32-second clip. Pretty cool. The sound of it. Now, had it been an entire like boss fight sequence or whatnot, there would have been change ups. Well, more change ups. And more loops, and I would have gone all out for it. But that was a 32-second intro video. And the music, again, I like it. And I'm one of those people that if I create something, I listen to it over and over and over, or if I create a video, I watch it over and over and over. I I try to make myself hate it. If I get tired of it, get bored with it, with the repetitiveness, but I still don't hate it, then it's good enough. Um, well, my reasons for video game development. Again, I've always wanted to. I just didn't think I could because most of my life I've been poor and I don't have any formal education of any kind. I thought that was a big determining factor, that I would never be able to do this. And then I got to where I was like, man, but I really want to. And then I found out about the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, the creator of Choo Choo Charlie, creators of other games, and it just so happened that one day I was flipping through YouTube. I found a video on my suggested feed of a gentleman that created a game with zero budget and zero previous experience, zero education on it, and just taught himself how to code with YouTube tutorials. Taught himself how to make digital art with YouTube tutorials. Taught himself a lot with YouTube. Figured out how to make a video game. Made a pretty good game. So what am I doing not making video games? Another reason is I've always been a very creative type person. That's just me. I've always been more into the creative realm than, like, I don't know, I spent over 10 years in management. Hated every moment of it. I've always liked working in kitchens. I've always liked creating things. I've always been quite artistic. I like writing cool stories. So, to get a job as a game designer and write the cool stories and essentially be the director of a game, I would need experience. I would need to be known. I would need to get attention from AAA studios. And that brings up another reason I'm doing this. I don't know about you guys. I'm old enough that I remember what video games used to be. Game devs tried really hard to make fun, engaging video game masterpieces, or at least something loads of fun. I remember the street games. NFL Street, NBA Street, I believe they were made by EA Big, which was a subdivision of EA, right? Those games were fun as hell. SSX Tricky, that's a tongue twister, was fun. Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and Code Veronica were great. The old Silent Hills until, I don't know, there's a couple of them that weren't great, but most of them were awesome. They were loads of fun. They were terrifying. Now, the AAA studios are just trying to make cash grabs. They don't care if you are having fun. They don't care if... Here's an example of what I'm talking about with the cash grab. Once upon a time, Capcom made great fighting games. And I mean great. The newest Street Fighter, I don't even remember what number we're on now, I believe it's 6, that released on the current generation of consoles. It was fun, but Capcom used to have a model for the way that their fighting games worked, where there were characters that you started out the game with, play the game enough, find out the little secrets and whatnot, and unlock more characters. Now, you don't unlock shit. You pay for characters. So a big part of my business model is greed will have no effect. Not on me. not on my games. If I make a fighting game, every character that is meant to be in that game will be in that game. You may have to find some secret ways to unlock some of them, but yeah. And that will be the way you unlock them. There will not be any purchasing of characters, of anything that affects gameplay. If I do allow purchasing in a in-game store with real money, it'll be for skins. And that's something else that's part of my business model. If you can buy a skin with real world money, you can earn that same skin by playing the damn game. I don't want every dime you have. I want to make money, fix my situation, stop being poor, and I want to make games that are fun as hell. And another reason I'm getting into this, you may have noticed a couple of the games that I noticed that were fun were horror games. I've always been a big, huge fan of horror. Horror everything. Horror books, horror comics, horror movies, horror games, horror music, for God's sake. I've been into horror everything. And speaking of horror music, if you are here because you're a horror fan, go check out Skits Craven and Tech 9. I don't know them. I'm not sponsored by either one of them. I wish I did know them. But if you're as big a fan of horror as I am, you'll enjoy them. Now, not every game I'm going to make is going to be horror. I have many, many different plans. I'm getting close to 50 game ideas that I have fully fleshed out, typed out with mechanics typed into the plans, a quick workup of story design and character design, what characters will look like, what the world will look like. 2-3 page workups of each game. I'm getting close to 50. Over 30 of those are ideas for horror games. So, not every game, but definitely enough of them are going to be horror. I'm not interested in greed. I'm not interested in working with publishers because I'm not going to have anybody tell me what I can or can't put into a game, and I'm not going to have anybody tell me you need to hurry up and get this game. It doesn't matter if it's broken. No. That's why I won't work with publishers. I'll not be rushed into putting out a game that's a piece of shit that I have to update 10, 20 times over the course of a year to try to make it work right. That's right, I will not be releasing a Cyberpunk, which now is an amazing game. I will not be releasing a Call of Duty. And yeah, I can't even say it's an amazing game now, because loot boxes and buy this and buy that and ads all over the game for more shit for the game. No. Not gonna make those kind of games. I might make a game like Call of Duty, but if I do, it'll be everything Call of Duty used to be, with cool ass new mechanics and better graphics. That's where I want to go, because my goal is not all of your money. My goal is your entertainment. and your fear. And I know that's kind of a creepy thing to say, but I do want some of my games to chill you straight to your bones, because some of the only memories I have of me being afraid of anything had to do with playing a video game and then being in the real world and a sound or a quick glimpse of something triggering a memory from that game. If I can do that for you guys, that's awesome. Now, if you're not a horror fan, there are definitely going to be games that I'm going to make that you're going to enjoy. Hopefully. If you're not a gamer, go check me out on The Real Mr. J on TikTok. I think that's the current TikTok account for my main one. But if you're not a gamer, you're not interested in games and all that, this probably isn't the place for you. Now, I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning it all from an AI. Not having the AI do it for me, but learning from it. And at the same time, I'm finding my own interesting tricks. I will be making videos about those interesting tricks that I'm finding. Digital artists, whether it be for gaming or animated movie making or whatever. I may have a strange new way of doing something that'll help you. The one tutorial I've got planned for right now is a tutorial on creating screen glow in GIMP in a way that is not the industry standard, but when I did it, because I didn't ask an AI how to create screen glow, it turned out really cool, and I got an awesome effect from it. Look forward to that video, and just if you are interested in gaming or learning to game or learning how to learn to game or whatever, stick around. You're going to enjoy this channel. And I will tell you, I might give little advice here and there, but I'm not going to be one of these YouTube channels that is very advice driven on you should do what I did or you should do. No. Everybody is their own individual person. I got a lot of advice on YouTube to make a small, simple game. I did that. It made me angry. I deleted it. I made it go away. So, yeah. That is, I'm a little bit different in a lot of ways. Making a game that I didn't want to make took all the fun out of it. Now that I'm working on a game I do want to make, it was actually one of the first game ideas that I had recently. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. And I'm also working 16 to 20 hour days. So, what I will give away about the game: pixel art, side scroller, not a platformer, combat, and some interesting new mechanics. Maybe stick around and learn little pieces of what that's going to be. So I'm not going to give away too much on a YouTube video, but I will give you hints. I'll let you know why you should look forward to the game. But for now, this is Jay of SJI signing off. Have a great day.